group, we call ourselves Silent Innovators. Our product is called Mox. Better off without that.
Your smile will carry through.
And what are your names?
My name is Parin. She is Radha and Nikhil.
You have a jingle to add your product. Mox product all the way. Oh, what a lovely way it is to give you a good working day.
Okay, what Mox addresses to are some of the core issues, which is better telecommunications, self-respect, reducing pollution levels in terms of noise, and this kind of things. People friendly to some extent. High on morality also. Well, it's a lot of things. Okay, what the product basically is it sets you free. All of us might have had experiences. We are lucky to be a generation which has not seen the mobile phone as well as seen the mobile phone, and seen the dependability and the freedom from the mobile phone. All of us here have their offices, are working. You have seen people come into your office and talk on mobile phones, disturb you. People have their mobile phones ringing in cinema theaters, plays, in hospitals, a lot of these things. My device is a small software module which detects where you exactly are, and it just makes your phone go silent. What it does also is it sends the person calling you a message saying that you are in a meeting, or you are in a particular office, or you are in a hospital or a cinema theater or wherever, and the person will call you later. In case of emergency, there's an override module which every customer gets, in which they can send a beep to the person who's having the phone, or in case he puts through the emergency call, then it detects the landline in that particular office or where it is, and it calls on that landline. So a secretary or the person owning the office can pick it up and inform the person about the emergency. What advantages this has? It has a lot of advantages. One thing is, for starters, India will be self-respecting. I see India is most dependent on cell phones compared to even developed nations, which it shouldn't be. It will improve people's productivity. Example. Okay. It will improve people's productivity. I have felt it very difficult to work with my phone ringing all the time. I can't concentrate on certain things that I'm doing. It just takes longer to do a particular thing. It will reduce noise pollution. Phones ringing here, there are people talking on the phone. We don't even know how to talk softly on phones, which is quite a big problem here. Freedom from excessive cell usage. Reduces yours and others' mobile bills. Okay? Less radiation in the market. Less cancer issues, a lot of issues. Less networks jamming in metropolitan high traffic areas. Talking on scalability, we can use these modules also in cars. People honking here and there. When you're near a hospital, your horn just goes off. In case of emergency, we have devices today where the car can detect how near you are to another car or a passenger, in which case the horn jams in case of emergency. It just does ring. But in normal cases, it doesn't, it just goes off. A lot of these things we can use as use our Mox software, and I think it should work quite well. Our punchline, actually there was an Punchlines come by Nikhil. Master of none, jack of all, respect your work, use the Mox call.
Very good. Wonderful. Excellent. I think now we are ready to ask questions. This is the Mox team. What are your team called?
Silent Innovators.
Silent Innovators. Actually, it's really very funny. Jenny and me were laughing at one another because this particular idea, in various forms, one of the jamming in terms of horn, already came from the college students.
7th standard
Seventh
students.
students,
Don Bosco.
students at Don Bosco came up with this idea.
7th standard students.
They also came up with an idea of cell phone jammers in certain areas. Another team. Which just goes to prove, that the levels of these kids also.
And that it is really an issue. And
But
this
it is
is.
an issue.
Sometimes it's also harass to your privacy, no?
Exactly.
This is very.
I don't
if
think-
anybody knows ki where I am, so it's.
I was not
It's
using
more
phones
useful.
till the time I
I
think.
just told the ball, this is more useful to the CBIs or police or the criminal people to catch.
Maybe certain
to catch
CBI or
people.
CBI?
CBI.
CPI, no?
CBI, Central Bureau of
CPI
Investigation.
today in
The full form I'm telling you, what's the full
of violating work.
So for the leaders plus the top level stars, they doesn't like this kind of privacy cuttings. Or generally normal people can't like the cut down the privacy. So this is good thing, but it's a slightly.
She's saying security will be,
Okay,
compromised.
let me ask you one question.
She's saying that,
Let me,
they are
question, very important question.
they are incorporating it in the software. They say.
We are putting it in the software of the phone.
For
There's
the
no reason
CBI.
why security will be compromised. Anyway,
Only
right
in
now the mobile
emergency.
company knows where you are.
Only in emergency
Not
that
that
will
What
very
exactly it will be pro killing? What exactly it will be killing?
Privacy.
It will just give you freedom from unnecessary calls. It will give you freedom when you are speaking to someone. I feel your primary work. When I'm speaking
So
to you, my primary
how will be the object will be like? Is it mobile phone?
It's just your mobile phone, just a module in your mobile phone.
Okay.
That's all. It's just a software.
So what happens is basically you go into a
Instead of
hospital.
ringing, it will be just give you pics like that.
No, you will get a missed call. It won't ring. A lot of times you will forget to put your phone silent.
If the phone is like here, it will be silent, like exactly silent.
No, you don't need to put the phone silent. That's the magic. You don't need to put the phone
So how
silent.
can we understand ना अगर यहाँ पढ़ा रहा है और हम बात कर
No, you don't understand. The phone understands.
So the reason is that when you enter a hospital, for example, that your phone has to go on silent, but you don't do it because you don't have the manners. But this software is doing auto. I'm just saying, not you. I'm saying like the person doesn't have the manners to put it off or doesn't remember. But the software is saying that it's going to do it for you automatically.
Some such cases.
Yeah, today you have a lot of locational software. You have a GPS anyway in your phone, so it just finds out where you are. It's that simple.
While the moment somebody calls you now, automatically a message will go saying that you are in a meeting in international center.
Once you just go out of that door, it will start ringing.
It's like a sensor.
How the phone will know that you are in the meeting?
Cut out the privacy.
There's a question here.
Everybody knows where I am.
1 minute. I think first we'll ask Sachin will ask the question because his hand was raised.
We have a combination of this question number 4, 5, 6. It's of your self-evaluation question.
Similar innovations, benchmarking, and how different is your method?
Question number 4, 5, 6.
It's like a combined question.
Combined question.
Yeah, I feel I've not seen kind of innovation anywhere in the market as of now. I mean, I have not researched on this, but I have not seen something like this. I feel people don't think it's not much of an issue in developed world because people are understanding other people's privacy. But yeah, in developing nations, it is a big issue. India, China, big issue. And I feel there is enough population for me to sell that product here.
What we are saying is your intentions are very right.
Yeah.
Okay, but what we are saying is when you actually go to implement this, whether
Yeah.
it will be actually possible or you will find it
Yeah,
more
there
difficult.
is a
That
way.
what we say, because
Why do you prefer having an iPhone? It is more difficult to use than a normal phone. It's a style statement. Being silent in other people's offices and things will become style. We're going to promote it like that. It's going to be the next thing.
So, anything that you are benchmarking to anything that has been done there, or is it being done in any of the countries?
No. There have been jammers. I'm not jamming the phone. I'm just putting the phone silent. You're going to get a missed call. I'm not saying no, but the other person is also informed that you are busy doing something.
See, suppose you and I are in a meeting and you are trying to sell me something and your phone rings. So what happens immediately is you are
I know how it
disturbed.
goes.
You say, you don't want to say it, but you say, a minute, can I cancel the means? You want to cancel a call to, you know,
You're disturbed. You're
you are
distracted.
disturbed.
How is it?
What we are saying is that
Your line of thought-
This is a very, as I said, the intentions are very good, but when actually going to implement it, the cost because
There's no cost. There's no cost. There's no cost. There is advantage even to the cell phone this thing. I don't need to sell it to you. I'm selling it to the cell phone company. They are just going to incorporate. They are going to pay me.
Fantastic. But
Okay, now your cost.
where is it going to be implemented?
How? Yeah.
Which are the locations where the phone can ring?
No, those are minor. Those are very fine things which we need to sit and get it done. I mean, I can't say.
Looking at it,
Like probably in a public hall like this, it might not implement.
The phone disturbs you at home, the phone disturbs you in the office, the phone disturbs you
can-
No, what happens is let me tell you, this is an idea, this is an ideation process. They don't really need to talk about the actual implementation. The ideation is
Yeah,
very good.
meaning you have
And
to
choice
help
between
them.
the customer whether
Once
they
we
will
need
call,
to
you
connect
know.
to the thought process.
Let me just say one thing. I am really
Yeah.
impressed today because the first two teams have come up with very sound and solid ideas where not a single ball has been thrown. They have been gifted to you.
I'll just.
I tell you, when we were in it was a cat and dog fight. I mean, there were balls going every second question, left, right, and center. Yeah, not at me. I didn't get any.
I'll just ask. I'll say one thing about the invent. I like it very much. I like the idea. The concept is good. I didn't like that message going to somebody else who's calling me, telling them where I am.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't tell you where. It doesn't
like,
tell them where you are.
You know, privacy.
It doesn't tell them where you are.
They might
It
just-
tells them that you're busy.
You are
Okay.
in a
And
meeting.
probably they will just call you back.
Right.
And,
I have a question. She is in a meeting in international center. It doesn't say that she is at international center.
How the phone
It just says.
But
you just said locations. It's not that you are in a particular.
I need a choice. For example, I may be
You can just keep the phone in front of you. You will see it ringing anyways.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You can just put it
There
on.
already exists
Okay,
such a
any-
software. There already exists such a software wherein you install the software and it is for the people who are driving. While you're driving, activate the software. It's just a button.
No, here you have to activate. That's what I'm saying. It's
automatically
So that
just
is
put a phone on
so
silent.
that is what I'm no. You just activate it. Okay, click that. That software is activated. So while you're driving, it will send a message. I'll call you back later.
Yeah, but it doesn't know that you're in the car. You have to activate it. Here
So similarly,
the software knows that you're in the car.
but how can you differentiate which is an important place? How can the cell phone distinguish whether this is important? Today you're sitting in your office.
No, see,
you can.
primarily schools, hospitals, these things, you can make them. Beyond this, if you want to set something, there's a fine tuning.
For example, in the hospital, your phone cannot ring close to emergency wards. Overall, in the hospital, maybe in a corridor, tomorrow if you're waiting for some call, sitting in the hospital, maybe you want some blood or maybe you want some medicine, and you say, I'm standing, okay, I'm waiting for your call. What do you do?
That's where the emergency thing comes in. In which case it rings.
You're stuck in a lift. There is no thing. So now you tell me, which
No, it
should be
rings.
the local landline.
It's not always local landline. First, it tries to ring you. If it doesn't, if you still don't pick it up, then it goes to a landline.
Because there are a lot of black spots in the hospital generally where there is no signal.
No signal is.
If there is no satisfactory answer, you can.
The question is,
Just one more question. One more question. What
wait.
can hamper attempts at achieving scale? I mean, who would be against your idea and who would not be really accepting? Who do you perceive will be people against this idea?
I think network operator.
Not just people. It could also mean that what is
Because you all said mobile companies are the ones who are going to implement this.
Mobile companies will help me. Network operators.
The headset company will headset company will
Okay. Okay, we come to the third.